Hey guys, get ready because we're making one of my favorite things to eat in the world, beef tartare with some beautiful steelhead trout roe, crispy capers, a Calabrian chili and horseradish aioli, a little bit of citrus gel, some herbs from the garden, and we're also gonna serve it alongside these beautiful potato chips that we make. So we got a lot to do. Stick around, let's go.
All right guys, so the first thing we want to do is make our Calabrian chili horseradish aioli. This needs time to set up in the fridge. So we're gonna start out with some horseradish. We want about 30 grams. We want 2 egg yolks, 1 whole egg, 2 tablespoons of whole grain mustard, 2 tablespoons of Calabrian chili, 2 cloves of garlic, a squeeze and zest of lemon, and your horseradish, a little salt and pepper of course, and a few dashes of some green Tabasco. If you have a hand blender, go ahead and use your hand blender. If not, Vitamix works, and emulsify in 300 milliliters of avocado oil. Make sure you taste, put that in a squeeze bottle, put it in your fridge, and set it aside for later. All right, so the next thing we want to prep is our pickled shallots. You can use onions if you want. I just like to use these because they're a little bit smaller and I think they work better with the tartare. Go ahead and use some tweezers and just separate all the onions or shallot layers. Next, we want to take 200 milliliters of a white wine vinegar or rice wine vinegar will work too. 100 milliliters of water. 1 tablespoon of fennel seed, 1 tablespoon of black peppercorns, and 1 tablespoon of mustard seed, and 50 grams of sugar. Go ahead and let this come to a boil. Once it boils, let it cool down for 5 minutes, and then go ahead and pour that over our shallots. We'll go ahead and place these in our fridge and let them completely cool down. Next, let's make our crispy capers. You want to take 1 jar and drain these out completely of their brine. Go ahead and put them on a paper towel. I like to take another paper towel and just put it on top and really get that extra moisture out. Go ahead and place these in your fridge if you want for about 5 or 10 minutes. And then we'll go ahead and drop these at 340 degrees Fahrenheit until they're completely crispy. Usually it takes around 5 to 6 minutes. We'll go ahead and lay these out on a paper towel and they're ready to go. All right, next let's make our russet potato chips. You can use Yukon Golds if you want for this. Just go ahead and slice these very thin on a Japanese mandolin. Watch your fingers. Go ahead and place these in a bowl of lukewarm water. We'll go ahead and put in a pinch of salt and about 3 to 4 tablespoons of rice vinegar. This will just help get all that starch out and maintain a nice crispiness to our potato. Go ahead and lay these out on a paper towel. Really make sure that these are completely dry before you fry them at 350 degrees. And we'll go ahead and fry these up until they're completely crispy. Drain them out. I like to touch these with a little bit of rosemary salt that I made in my other video. Go ahead and check that one out. And your potato chips are ready to go. All right, so a couple little extra accoutrements we want for our tartare is some sliced radishes. I just go ahead and put these in a little bit of ice water to kind of crisp and curl them up. I took some chives, just cut these very, very thin. You want to go ahead and put a wet paper towel on top. This will keep your chives from drying out, very important. Chop up some fresh Italian flat leaf parsley, some shallots, and also some tarragon. And then we'll go ahead and put a wet paper towel on those as well. All right, then lastly, we want to go ahead and cut up our filet mignon. I like to use prime for this, but you can use whatever you like. And we'll go ahead and slice these up in just a little cubes. You can mince this if you want. I just like a little bit more substance in mine. We'll go ahead and chop some fresh capers, some fresh shallots, and then add in all of our herbs, our tarragon, our chives, and our parsley.
All right, now let's finish off our tartare. Got a little bit of Malden sea salt, some fresh cracked pepper. You want just a little bit of aioli we made earlier.
I took a flat spoon. This spoon looks a little weird, but it's a super useful tool, trust me. Go ahead and put this in a ring mold and flatten it out, and then we'll go ahead and top with a little bit of trout roe. You can also use caviar if you want for this. Topped with a little bit more of our Calabrian chili aioli, and then also a little bit of my yuzu lime gel that I made in another video. Be sure to check that out. We topped it off with a little bit of our pickled shallots, some radish, and then just some few herbs that I had from the garden, a little bit of nasturtium leaf, some parsley, a little bit of Thai basil buds that I had, and then some nasturtium flowers. It all came together. Such a beautiful dish, guys. I love this. And then finally, our crispy capers.
Guys, I want to thank you all for joining me. I hope you learned something today. I had so much fun making this video. Our Michelin star beef tartare, I think it came out great. I think it's absolutely fantastic. Tastes delicious. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. Share this with some family and friends, and I hope you get out there and make some delicious beef tartare. Until then, I can't wait to see you again on the next video. Cheers.